Cougar fans, we're on standby for the Campbell game. Stay tuned here to WLAF. It's almost game time, and you've connected to the right spot for Campbell Sports, WLAF. It's almost game time, and you've connected to the right spot for Campbell Sports, WLAF. Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF. Cougars are on the air, and this is your front row seat to all the action.
This is Jason Kids, head basketball coach of the Lady Cougars.
Campbell High Sports is a presentation of these outstanding WLAF corporate partners.
Hi, this is Rissa at Terry's Pharmacy.
La Follette Utilities, LUB.
Hi, this is Rhonda Longmire with Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hi, this is Tabitha Burris.
This is Lori Johnson. This is Paige at E. Hill Insurance.
This is Lanston Hill with Hill Insurance.
This is number 30, former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning. Having trouble seeing the scoreboard? Then it's time to see me, Dr. Jill Browning.
Valley Roofing, East Tennessee's leader in roofing and seamless guttering.
Hi, this is President Debbie Petrie at TCAT Jacksboro.
Tim Smith at TCAT Jacksboro. Go Cougars.
Citizens Bank. Bank your own way.
This is Matt Klein with C&L Metal, former Cougar number 42.
Hey, this is Brenda Russell with Clayton Homes Jacksboro.
Hey, Campbell County Cougar sports fans, this is former Cougar number 32, Randy Heatherly.
Rice Oil, your home for BP.
Clarinet, Flag Corps of the Campbell County Marching Band. Hi, this is Amanda Brown with Cumberland Gap Medical.
This is Bailey Ball. I'm back for fall at my supply.
Hi, this is Rayma Darty at United Cumberland Bank, and we
love the Cougars!
Hi, this is Joey Porton at the world-famous Charlie's Pizza.
This is Tracy Lobertini at Alco Builders and Realty in La Follette.
Hello, it's Larry Burge at Burge Screen Print, and go Cougars!
And Laced Pearls is just for
girls, of course, Jim.
This is Brian.
Carrie.
Beth.
Come see us at First National Bank.
Hey, this is Melinda at Powell Clinch Utilities. Go Cougars!
This is Brian Leach with Grace Rehab.
Hey, this is Hunter Huckabee. Come see my dad at Dole's Tire Shop.
This is Mark Kane with La Follette Medical Center.
This is David Reynolds, President of People's Bank of the South.
Hey, this is Cougar basketball coach Ernie McClawson.
Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF.
At Yogi Wilson Gym on Rick Howard Court, Campbell visits Heritage for Region 2 4A basketball tonight. We're just on the doorstep of the Smoky Mountains here on the southeast side of Maryville. Welcome in Jim Freeman, Matthew Moore for coverage of this soon-to-be exciting basketball game between Campbell warming up down to our right and Heritage down to our left. Heritage comes in 24-6, finishing second in District 4 in the tournament. Campbell coming in 14-17, finishing third in District 3's tournament. Back in a moment, more about this game between Heritage and Campbell on the WLAF Dole's Tire Shop Sports Network.
Hi, I am Bailey Ball from A Fall at My Supply, and I am here with my brother Brody. CS for PVC pipe. CS for rebar. Oh, we deliver rebar too. We carry septic chambers and septic tanks. We carry hydraulic oil and motor oil. Does anybody need a little brother? See if all of mine supply.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National Bank lenders are a part of the Campbell County community. They not only live and work here, they're involved here. F&B's experienced hometown lenders make the decisions right here with a quick turnaround. Remember us when it comes to local lending and local decisions. Located at 2408 Jacksboro Pike, 423-566-5326. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go Cougars!
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Give us a call at 562-2112. Check us out on the web at eehill.com, or just stop by and see us at 701 West Central Avenue, La Follette.
Erie Insurance.
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill.
At Heritage High School, the Lady Mountaineers warm up down to our left with white shorts and gray warm-up tops. Here the home white team here tonight. The home team and the higher seed down to our right, Campbell, in all blue. Those good-looking blue jerseys with the white and orange trim on either side.
the Campbell across the tops of the numbers on the fronts of the jerseys, and the Lady Cougars atop the numbers on the back sides of the jerseys. The probable starters for Coach Rick Howard, who has 400-plus wins as the coach here at Heritage. Carly Stash and Kirsten Potenza, the assistants. The starting lineups, the forwards, Jay Coker, 5'7" junior, Kenzie Carnes, 5'8" senior. In the middle is Carson Swaney, 5'11" sophomore. In the backcourt, Rebecca Gardner, 5'4" senior, and then J.C. Newbert, 5'4" sophomore. In reserve, Alicia Bird, Carly Christopher, Aaliyah Smith, who we'll see tonight, Natalie Bird, Addie Doyle, Olivia Sanders, Chloe Heath will also see action. Emma Carswell, Olivia Boyce will also play tonight, and Bella Hutzel, the combination for Coach Rick Howard, coming in 24 and 36. He's been here 36 seasons as an assistant, and then, of course, as the head coach for the last many seasons. For Campbell, Coach Jason Kitts, in his third season at the Lady Cougars helm, is assisted by Ryan Browning, Adam Ellison, Brooke Kitts, and former Lady Cougar Jessica Stanley. The starters, forwards, Bella Lester, 5'9" sophomore, joined up front by Carly Kitts, a 5'8" sophomore. In the middle, Emma Brandenburg, 5'10" junior. The guards, Sailor Hutchison, 5'8" sophomore, and Destiny Rutherford, a sophomore, at 5'6". For Campbell, Brandenburg and Kitts making the all-tournament district team, the all-district tournament team. In the third place finish for Campbell. In reserve, Abby Paul, Reagan Davis, Reagan Stanfield, and Leah Woodson. Still, of course, out with injury. Lacey Pemberton, the ankle. Lexi Morris with the knee. And, of course, Campbell County's complexion of this team has changed a couple of times this season with the loss of Morris back in December. And then, of course, they lost Pemberton in late December. She came back for a stretch and is now out. But she's here tonight with the boot and with the team wearing the boot. As Campbell County comes in 14 and 17, playing some of its best basketball of late. Both teams, the last 10 games, each 6 and 4. During that stretch, Heritage had a 3-game losing streak. Coach Rick Howard, in our visit with him pregame tonight, he says that it's always good to have a home game. It's always a plus in the region tournament. And he says that this team has really worked hard and has exceeded the expectations of some of the fans as this team comes in with 24 wins. A 5-point loss at Bearden just a few weeks ago to give you an idea of just how good this team is. Campbell County, Heritage, set to start here in just moments. Our officials tonight, the referee is the one, the only Danny Chandler, assisted by Craig Price and Brandon Murphy. Price and Murphy, the umpires tonight here for this basketball game. We'll be back to talk more in just a moment about Heritage and Campbell on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available.
Go Cougars!
Hi, this is Kimberly Burge here at Burge Screen Printing. We work to bring your idea to reality. We specialize in custom screen printing, direct-to-garment full-color printing for all your apparel needs. We also do full-color printing on signs, banners, and much more.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Sick today, seen today, here at Cumberland Gap Medical. Hello, this is APRN Amanda Brown. At Cumberland Gap Medical, we can take care of you and your family. From the toddlers to the seniors, we have one of the area's most affordable cash pay programs. Walk in now to be seen or call for an appointment. 423-201-9799. Cumberland Gap Medical is beside Stoplight 10 on East Central at Cumberland Avenue.
And we're on the second level here at this beautiful Wilson Gym down at the center of the floor on the near side The official, the referee tonight, Danny Chandler, meeting with the assistant athletic director here at Heritage, along with the coaches. Jason Kitts on the left, and on the right is Rick Howard, as Campbell County and Heritage set to play here in a moment. Now, the winner of this game moves on to a Monday night game at the higher seed of the winner of Game 1, which is Maryville at Oak Ridge. That's taking place here in just a few minutes as well. So Campbell or Heritage will take on Maryville or Oak Ridge on Monday in a 6 p.m. game. And then, of course, the second game on Monday night will start at 7:30. Both of those will be at different venues, but nonetheless they will be staggered, starting at 6 and at 7:30. The loser of this game is finished for the season, so sudden death goes back into play in the postseason for this game and the second game, which will be played on Monday. The championship game, again, will be played at the higher seed on Wednesday, March 1st. That will be a 7 o'clock start. Last time I broadcast a Campbell Heritage girls basketball game was in the region tournament at Carnes. Rick Howard and I were talking about that. That was way back in the mid-'80s. We were all much younger then, weren't we? As Campbell and Heritage played back in those days when Yogi Wilson was the coach at Heritage. And, of course, for Campbell County, it was Sherry Bostic Chapman in those days. Stay connected. We'll tip this one off and get basketball going on a Friday night on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
This is Lace to Pearls for Girls in downtown La Follette, and this is Jennifer. We're here to serve. We'd love to be your personal shopper. We have ladies' collection of clothing in here along with little girls' collection. So let us shop for you. Come and see us Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays in downtown La Follette.
This is Skeeter with Doyle's Tire Shop. We've been in the same spot since the 1990s. We continue serving you with the same friendly service and top-notch name brand tires as my dad Doyle did when he first opened up.
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, CNO Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from CNO Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. CNO Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and CNL is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at CNL Metal.
At Grace Rehab, we work with all ages to get you back to your optimum. We utilize a variety of specialized equipment and exercises that range from physical therapy to speech therapy, and even specialized aquatic classes offered daily.
They've got a great staff here. They've been a huge help to me. When I leave here, I'm in good shape.
Grace Rehab in La Follette. We want to help you feel your best.
Hello, this is Lisa Caudill from People's Bank of the South. You work all day, you attend after-school activities, and you don't have time to stop by the bank. Sound familiar? Our schedules are just as busy as yours. There aren't enough hours in the day for us at People's Bank of the South either. The answer is online banking, bill pay, and mobile app that allows you to take a picture and deposit a check. Now you can bank 24 hours a day. Check in with People's Bank and simplify your life. People's Bank of the South, member FDIC.
Our national anthem here at Wilson Gym. Campbell and Heritage set to play basketball in just a moment. The starting lineups as we go to our public address announcer below.
At guard, number 10, Bella Lester. At point guard, number 14, Destiny Rutherford. At guard, number 15, Carly Kitts. At guard, number 33, Sailor Hutchison. And in the post, number 41, Emma Brandenburg. The Lady Cougars are coached by Jason Kitts and assisted by Ryan Browning, Adam Ellison, and Jessica Stanley. And now for your Lady Mountaineers.
Campbell in blue. Heritage colors, red, blue, and white, and they're wearing home white tonight. Blue numerals trimmed in red. Lady Mountaineers separated by the number on the front of the jerseys. Referee Danny Chandler steps in, throws it up, tap control, Campbell. Campbell in front court, basket to our right. Carly Kitts loses it on the sideline down to our right in front of the Heritage bench, and it turns right back to Campbell. So Heritage lost it on the tip. Campbell gets it right back and then turns it right back to Heritage. Basket to our left, Campbell in a 2-3 zone. Here is Gardner, thought about a three. Throws on to Swaney. Swaney and Gardner exchanging out high. Gardner's the southpaw, 5'4" senior. And now running point is Swaney. Those at far side. This is Newbert. Newbert to Gardner, nearly traveled. Bounces the free throw line. Little bump by Campbell County's Rutherford. Knocks the ball free. Brandenburg comes away with it. Front court. Rutherford down the far side. Basket to our right. So each team with a turnover to start. Campbell against a man-to-man. This is Gardner, toe for toe against Rutherford. Stops her dribble. Hands it off to Lester. Has it knocked free. Goes to the floor. Ball rolls down to the far side. Is picked up by Hutchison for Campbell to Rutherford. Like a bowling ball, rolling probably about maybe 10, 15 feet before anybody was able to get to it. Front court. Kitts for Campbell. Scoops it to Lester. Lester will hand it off to Hutchison. Top of the circle. Drives through. Lays up a shot. Left side. Spins off the iron. Rebound by Hutch in traffic. Gets held, no call. Deep far corner, the pass goes to Kitts. Kitts will spin down the left side of the lane, puts up a shot, count it. Campbell ahead, 2-0. Lady Cougars off to a good start, which is what it wanted. They wanted here 2-0. We played a minute and a half. Basket to our left. Heritage trailing Campbell. Between the circles, Gardner, Campbell 2-3 zone. Posting high. Well, nobody posting low on the near side is Carnes. Far side low post is Coker. Now here comes Newbert, deep left corner. Up top, Gardner, a long three. Back iron missed. Rebound. Hutch for Campbell. Pulls it down to that far side. Races to front court. Hutchison, far side. Rutherford. Now will bounce it once and throw it to Lester. Top of the circle. Lester will drip down the right side of the lane. Nearly traveled, and they call the extra step. She was bumped. Wanted to call, didn't get it. And it turns right back over to Heritage in a 2-0 game in favor of Campbell. We played almost 2 minutes. Heritage went basically scoreless in 2 quarters with Bearden on Monday night. Came back with a flurry. Here's the left side key for three. Shot no good. Rebound by Brandenburg. Scoop it off after a bump into Carnes. And here's Campbell's Hutchison to bring it across the stripe to the basket to our right in friendly territory. Spins at the top of the circle. Nearly traveled. Throws it to Kitts. Give and go. Couldn't get there. Intercepted on a nice play by Swaney. Swaney in front court will drive all the way through. Left-hand layup. A right-hand layup. Good. Swaney with 2, and we're even at 2-2. So it took Heritage 2.5 minutes to score. Full court pressure, Heritage. Campbell throws it away. Saved by Hutchison. It goes off her knee out of play up the far sideline. And last touch by Campbell, they say. And Heritage will work it and play far side near the midcourt line. This is Newbert to throw it into Gardner, who wasn't looking for it. Looking back, listening to Coach Rick Howard down to our right. The big red H in the middle of the floor with white trim. On the far side, basket to our left. Here's Gardner to throw it to the deep near corner. Swaney tries a tray. In, out, no good. Rebound. Brandenburg off her toe, out of play at the end line. And she was battling with Carnes. And then it will be Heritage to toss it in play. Basket to our left, near side of the glass. Carnes to toss it in. And it comes thrown away almost. Hutchison was turning to play defense. Didn't see it come her way. Here's Gardner in the center circle. Left hand will throw it to Newbert, top of the circle. Thought about a three. Now right side of the key, a three by Coker is good. Coker has 3, and it is Heritage ahead of Campbell for the first time tonight, 5-2. 4:48 to play opening quarter. Hutchison up the far side gets driven out of play, and the official is saying it's off. Hutchison out of play. Hutchison for Campbell turning it over on that far side twice, and she thinks both times it went off a Heritage player. The official disagreed. Here is Gardner in the center court circle with the basketball. The southpaw, left side of the key for 3. It is in, out, no good. Hutch positions for the rebound and rakes it away, but she's jumped up by Swaney, who reached in. Hutchison had it initially, and now on the alternate possession, it is Swaney to throw it in play on the far side of the glass. Basket to our left. High pass on top comes to Carnes. Makes a move on Kitts. Those at far side. Campbell is staying in that 2-3 zone. Bounce pass near side. Swaney almost traveled. Works baseline. Can't get anything there. Double team. Now the pass comes to a trailing Gardner. Knocked free by Kitts out of play. And it goes last touch by Kitts, they say. At the end line as Gardner hits the deck. She's up and okay. The first replacement for the night is Chloe Heath 6'1" sophomore coming on for Gardner. So that gives a 6'1" and a 5'8" presence in the post, along with 5'11" Swaney for Heritage. Pass comes to the new girl in the game. This is Heath. Left side pass. Carnes, fadeaway jumper from in front, no good. Tipped around, save. Last touched by Heritage. It's Campbell's basketball. At each end line, it's a big blue thick trim all around the floor with Heritage in white under each basket. Vandenberg to toss it in play against full court pressure. Will throw it in to Lester, who's trapped immediately. Needs some help, has it stolen away. Here's Newbert driving through, knocked away by Rutherford, and a jump basketball, Campbell's possession. As Newbert goes to the floor, Campbell had Hutchison and Rutherford in there to tie it up. And now Campbell against what Heritage calls 12. 12 is the press. Bounce pass on the inline comes into Rutherford against the pressure. Ball knocked away, saved by Heritage. Jumper shot blocked by Campbell, saved on the inline by Swaney. And then here she is fouled by Campbell's Rutherford or Lester. Take your choice. This is the foul on Rutherford, her first, team's first. 5-2 Heritage, 3:51 to play. First quarter, touch pass to Swaney, deep left corner jumper for three, long miss. Here's a rebound by Hutchison, and a jump basketball again, and this is Heritage possession. So Campbell with Lester, Hutchison, Brandenburg, Kitts, and Rutherford. And now the next replacement for Heritage comes in. That is Olivia Boyce. Coming out is Carnes. So it's Boyce and Heath, along with the inbounder Swaney, and a push-off is called on Heritage. This is a hold on Coker. So Coker's first foul. She's obviously in the game as well for Heritage. Down to our left, it is Kitts to toss into play against full court pressure. Bounces it into Hutchison, deep far side, gets double team, throws it up to the midcourt to Lester, to front court. Lester for Campbell, down the left side of the lane, stops her dribble to a trailing Hutchison, drives the baseline, left side, puts up a shot, block, recovered by Heritage. That's Heath with the recovery. Here's Swaney in front court. Pass near side. Newbert will work. Sets, shoots. 15-footer. Swish. Newbert gets her first points. And it is Heritage ahead of Campbell 7-5. Pass stolen on the inbounds. Put up. Shot no good. Foul is called on Campbell trying to get the ball back. And this is called on Campbell's Carly Kitts. The first on Kitts. Second on Campbell. Time remaining 3:15 first quarter. Campbell jumped on top 2-0 on a Kitts lay-in. And then 7 straight points from Heritage. At the free strike for Heritage, 2 shots. First one is no good. If Newbert misses it, we'll have a second. Gardner comes back on. Coming out is Coker. So Heritage has Swaney in the game. Newbert, the free throw shooter. Gardner, Heath, and Boyce. Second toss, a miss as well. Rebound, Brandenburg clears far side to Hutchison. Hutchison for Campbell County front court. Thought about a pass, a long pass, didn't do it. Has the ball knocked away, gets it back. She's pushed out a player on the far sideline. Frustration settling in there, and understandably so. That's the third time tonight that Hutch has been roughed up along the sideline and lost possession. It turns back to Heritage. 3:03 and counting, opening quarter. Deep far corner, on the wing it goes to Swaney. Down low on the post, turnaround jumper. Heath, left hand from in front, good. Heath over Brandenburg has 2. It's a 9-2 game. Heritage ahead of Campbell here at Wilson Gym. Kiss for Campbell on top. Lester unloads a 3. It is swishing through for Campbell. Lester, number 10, knocks one in. 3 for Bella Lester. Dr. Jill Browning, 2020 trade. It's a 9-5 game. Campbell's first points in a long time. 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Basket to our left. Heritage. Bounce pass inside Heath. Fades from in front. Shot partially blocked by Brandenburg, and it goes off the hands of Lester as she stretched for it at the end line and could not maintain her possession. So coming out, Boyce and Swaney coming back on for a Heritage. 21, that is Coker. Also coming back on is 32, Carnes. Campbell, 2-3 zone, deep far corner. Gardner will drive, will step back for an 18-footer. Shot's good. Gardner on that far wing, 18-footer, 2-point shot. Her first 2, 11-5. In favor of Heritage. Front court, Campbell. Rutherford, skip pass. Hutchison yet to shoot has tried one shot. Missed it on a partial block. Here's Lester, left side of the key for Campbell against a man-to-man. Pass comes near side Kitts. Kitts will drive to the lane, gets bumped, driving, shooting, left side layup. Good, left hand. Kitts has 4 for Campbell. 11-7. Lady Cougars on a run here with 1:44 and counting first quarter. 2-3 Lady Cougar zone. Rutherford kicks up top. Bounce pass goes to Heath. Jumper, turnaround, 8-footer, good from in the lane. Heath has 4 off the bench. It's 13-7 as we're winding down. 90 seconds to play, opening quarter. Campbell County, Heritage both playing hard here. Pass comes to Kitts, gets knocked away, and it will stay with Campbell down this near sideline. As for Heritage, Swaney checks back in. Newbert comes off. It's Heath and Gardner, Swaney, Coker, and Newbert, along with Carnes for Heritage. Campbell has the basketball. It's thrown to backcourt to Hutchison. Hutchison will be trapped at midcourt. Throws hook pass to Brandenburg, top of the circle, near side Kitts. Uncorks a 3. It is a back iron miss, missing far side. Rebounded by Heritage. And then Rutherford is there to rough up Gardner, and it's whistled for the foul. So Rutherford, always making something happen, is picking up her second foul. This on Campbell, team foul number 3. Heritage one foul. Davis comes on. That's Reagan Davis. Destiny Rutherford checks out for Campbell. Campbell's combination, Davis and Kitts on the top of the 2-3 zone in the middle. Brandenburg to her left, Hutchison to the near side, Lester. Double low post for Heritage. Now posting high is Carnes. Pass comes from Coker on the far side to Gardner, who's now dribbling in the center circle. 50 seconds, first quarter. Gardner thought about a shot on the near side, throws it off to Heath, the free throw line, bounces back to Gardner, uncorks a left wing 3, good! Gardner has 5 for Heritage, 16-7. Heritage with its largest lead at +9. Front court, still in back court. Hutchison throws it after a double team to Lester. Down low, Brandenburg fakes, shoots, misses, rebound Heritage. Came too hard off the glass, off the front of the iron. Rebound Heritage, front court, Swaney left wing. On top, here's Coker for left side of the key 3. It's missing. It's rebounded by Heath and Heritage, and a jump basketball is called. This is Campbell's possession with 16.4 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Heritage on top, 16-7. As for Campbell, Reagan Stanfield comes on. Brandenburg comes out. It's Davis, Stanfield, Kitts, Hutchison. The inbounder at the inline. Backcourt is Lester. Campbell, 15 seconds. Heritage backs off the press. Deep near side, it comes to Kitts. Right wing 3. Yes! Kitts drains one. The deep near corner actually has 7. 16-10. The quarter is closing. Here's a long 3 by Gardner. Counts if it goes. It misses at the horn. We played one at Heritage. Is Heritage ahead of Campbell 16-10. You're following Campbell basketball on the WLAF Tools Tire Shop Sports Network.
There are 2 types of hot water heaters, thankless and tankless. The thankless kind work like this.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
Hold off on that. I'm hopping in the shower.
Renai tankless water heaters work this way.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
No problem.
You get an endless supply of hot water even for multiple tasks at the same time.
With a natural gas water heater from PCUD, you get hot water twice as fast as same size electric and for about half the cost. Chop down your hot water energy cost hundreds of dollars a year with PCUD in La Follette or Rocky Top.
Renai tankless water heaters, the hot way to heat water.
Opening quarter, tops of the game. Carly Kitts with 7, including a 3. Dr. Jill Browning, 20-20. Trey Lester has the other points at 3. 10 for Campbell. Tops for Heritage, 5 from Rebecca Gardner, including a 3. 4 from Chloe Heath off the bench. A big 3 from starter Jay Coker. 2 apiece from Carson Swaney and J.C. Newbert, a total of 16. And here is a 6-point gap as Campbell led 2-0. Heritage jumped out to tie it at 2, went ahead 5-2 on the 3 by Coker. And then here it's been basically all Heritage out until Campbell started carving into that 9-2 lead, carved it down to 11-7, and then it's been from that point 5-3. Ball is knocked out of play near sideline. It was Heritage's possession to start the second quarter. Turns back to Campbell. Campbell's combination, Davis. Rutherford's on the bench with 2 fouls. We'll have to double check that she didn't get a third. Also for Campbell, Brandenburg, Kitts, Lester, and Hutchison. Interception. Here's a pass from up front. Newbert driving, shooting, blocked by Hutchison. Foul is called. As Hutch, we thought, got all ball. She did too, as that's the first foul on Sailor Hutchison. Shooting violation for J.C. Newbert as Campbell County with a little bit of a lazy skip pass from the near side to the far side. Newbert there to pick it and run to the end of the floor and draw the foul. Free throw good by Newbert. She has 3 for the evening in a 17-10 game. Heritage largest lead coming at 9. That was at 16-7. Here it's at a 7-point gap. Back at the free throw line, the white stripe with the left swishing through is good. This is for Newbert. Lester tossed it in play against full court pressure. Hook pass to midcourt to Davis. Nice catch. In trouble, and a foul is called on Heritage. A reaching foul. This may go on Carnes. Let's check the numbers. It is Carnes. Kinsey Carnes, the senior, 5'8", picks up her first foul. Second on Heritage. Carnes comes out. Heath comes back in, joining Gardner. Coker along with Newbert and Swaney posting high. Brandenburg. Campbell's basketball. Hutchison in front court down the near side with the right-hand dribble. Hands it off to Kitts. Kitts in the lane. Throws a deep far corner. Davis can make it. Shot on the way for three. No good. Rebound Brandenburg. Blocked from behind, out of play at the end line. Brandenburg asks where the foul is as the block came from behind, and it goes out of play and stays with Campbell. So Brandenburg with a clean look at the bucket to lay it in. Gets it knocked away at the last instant. Bounce past Lester into Hutch on the far side. Basket to our right. Hutchison stops her dribble. Hands it off to Lester. Lester for Campbell down the near side. Hands it off to Kitts. Top of the circle. Weaves to Hutchison. Hutchison now to Lester. Breaks free in the lane. Throws it near side. Gets bumped hard. Hutch can't hang on the near sideline. It goes out of play. It turns back to Heritage. 16, change that 18 to 10. Heritage is ahead of Campbell County. Free throws by Newbert a moment ago after a 16-10 first quarter. We played 1 minute in the second quarter of action. 2-3 zone Campbell. Davis and Kitts on top. In the middle, Brandenburg. Far side, Hutchison. Near side, it's Lester down low. Is Gardner on the near wing with the basketball. On top to Newbert. Fakes, drives. Throws a hook pass deep, far corner. Scooped up off her shoelaces by Heath. Left-hand pass across the floor to Swaney on the near wing. Will work the dribble to the block on the near side. Shots blocked by Campbell. Put back up by Heritage. It's good by Heath. Heath with 6. She's tops for Heritage off the bench. 20-10. Heritage with its largest lead as it's built it out to 10 after a 6-point first quarter. Turnover on the press. Here is Heath again in front court. Heritage. Deep far side Swaney. Inside a tip away by Lester. Saved by Heath, and a bump foul is called on Campbell. So for Campbell County, this foul is tagged on Emma Brandenburg, her first. That's the fourth on Campbell. That's the fifth on Campbell, actually. As coming out is Davis. Coming on is Reagan Stanfield, joining Hutchison, Brandenburg, Lester, and Kitts. Free throw line jumper. Heath is missing. Near side. Rebound by Campbell. Now it goes free, and Brandenburg scoops it up. Hands it off to Hutchison, who dribbles to front court down the far side. Stops, jumps, shoots. 18-footer left side of the free throw line. Good. Hutch with her first points. A big take to the bank, hard side bank, big play by Sailor Hutchison as it's 20-12 in favor of Heritage. Heritage front court, basket to our left, 5:55 first half. Free throw line, Coker on top, Gardner, long three, back iron, rolling hard miss comes to Kitts for Campbell. At the free throw line, front court, Hutchison down the far side, basket to our right. Here's Lester between the circles, lays down the dribble, picked up by Coker. Little weave pass goes to Kitts, back weaving to Lester. Lost control, got it back, went up on her shoulder. Now she'll work at the free throw line and then bounce it to Stanfield. Stanfield for Campbell on the near block. Throws it to a trailing Hutchison. Fakes, will drive through, left side, left-hand layup, no good. As it went right between the iron and the glass, but Hutchison draws the foul. This is tagged on Heath, her first. Team foul number 3 for the Heritage Lady Mountaineers. 20-12. Hutchison to the free throw line. The Collectibles and more line to shoot 2 for Campbell. Has 2 points off a field goal. This shot swishing through for Sailor Hutchison. So 3 for Hutch off a 17-point performance on Monday in the win over Powell. Coming on for the first time, Aaliyah Smith, 5'7" freshman for Heritage. Gardner gets a breather. Second toss, swish for Sailor Hutchison. So Hutchison with 4, and Campbell County's carved it down to a 2-possession game at 20-14. Time remaining 5:18 first half. Front court, basket to our left. Swaney's operating the offense in the center circle. Swaney is long and lanky, 5'11", point guard. Works off the pick on the far side. Throws it deep far corner to Newbert for a 3. It's swishing in good. Newbert has 7 to lead her team, and Heritage pushes it out to a 9-point advantage. Heritage comes off the press this time around. Front court, Campbell. This is Hutchison down the near side. Bounce pass. Her pass goes inside. Brandenburg forces her way up to the bucket. Shot's no good. Heath gets the rebound. Brandenburg wanted a bump call. No call. Front court, Heath. Throws it far side with the left hand to Coker. Drives the baseline. Now to the near corner. This is Newbert. Newbert driving through. Stops. Throws it on the wing to Swaney. Swaney fakes. Will dribble through defenders. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound. Tapped out and saved by Brandenburg. And we're having a whistle sounding as the attempt for a rebound was there. And this is a timeout by the official. And this, well, no clarification yet from referee Danny Chandler. Okay. Now timeout Campbell County. It's going to be Campbell County's possession when we return, as a 30-second timeout is requested. 23-14, 4:26 to play, as the ball may have ended up touching the end line there, or maybe a quick jump ball call, but there was no official indication from referee Danny Chandler. I was talking about the last time I broadcast a Campbell Heritage game and said Cherry Bostic Chapman was the coach. Actually, that was probably Paul Green back in those days. Sherry was still at the University of Tennessee. As it is Campbell in road blue, white numerals, with the orange and white trim down the sides of the trunks and the shirts. Campbell sends Rutherford back to the floor with Kitts and Lester. Lester, not sure if she hit her funny bone or what happened. She was cradling her arm when she came down the floor a minute ago, still kind of favoring that left elbow a little bit. It's Hutchison, Rutherford, Kitts, Stanfield, and Lester to throw it in play at the end line against full court pressure. Stanfield gets trapped, puts it on the floor, needs some help, and now will throw it to Lester. Campbell's time's running down. Hutchison, long pass front court. Rutherford hangs on to it at the end line, throws it back to a trailer. It's intercepted by Swaney for Heritage. She lost her balance at the end line. It's what happened. Here's Heritage. Free throw line jumper. Swaney is rattling away. Rebound back up. No good. Trickles off the far side. And is Campbell's Lester going to the deck with the basketball. And a travel is called. I don't know that she had full enough possession, but nonetheless, the ball turns back to Heritage in a 23-14 game. 4:02 to play in the second quarter. To face the basket to our left on the near side, Coker to toss it in play. Loops it out to Swaney. Left wing three is good. Swaney at 5'11" can handle the basketball, shoot the long shot, and play up front. Here's Campbell against full court pressure. Rutherford almost with a travel. Throws it to a trailing Lester, who brings it front corner of the pass down the near corner to Kitts. Throws it across the lane. Intended for Stanfield, saved by Hutchison, far wing. Sings a left-hand hook pass to Lester. Lester lays down the dribble, gets bumped to the floor. Ball comes free. Here is Newbert down the far side, driving through. She knocks down Hutchison, loses the ball at the end line, and it turns back to Heritage. And Lester's coming out. She took a shot there that time when she was bumped to the floor. She's favoring her right hip, as Campbell has Brandenburg and Kitts in the game, along with the inbounder down to our left at the end line, Stanfield, Hutchison, and Rutherford. Hutch for Campbell will ease it across the white midcourt line with the right-hand dribble. Comes to the near side, picks up her speed, bounces it to Kitts. It goes off Kitts' foot on a play. As a little give and go there, did not time out for Campbell, and the turnover goes to Heritage in a 26-14 game. Heritage on that bucket a second ago by Newbert, who has 9 now, has a 12-point advantage, its largest of the night over Campbell. On the far side, front court, it is Carnes exchanging with Swaney. Inside the pass comes to Christopher, who checked in during the break. Now the ball goes free and is saved on the far sideline. Rutherford is there with a good shove. Got her money's worth, as Rutherford picks up unofficially her third foul, as Rutherford will likely come out. And this should be a 1+1 for Heritage. Still nothing official from the scorer's table or the officiating staff. So next foul, 1-1. That's 16 fouls on Campbell, 3 on Heritage. 3 minutes even to play first half, 26-14 Heritage. The basketball, basket to our left, jumper for 3. Good by Swaney. Far wing, Swaney has 8. And Heritage hitting the 3. 29-14. Heritage made 2 two-point field goals in its loss on Monday to Bearden. The rest were free throws and threes. Here's Hutchison, bounces it inside Brandenburg, left side block, left-hand shot up, too hard off the glass, no good. Last touch to the end line, Heritage. It'll stay with Campbell. As Boyce comes back on for Heritage, Swaney gets a breather. It's Carnes and Boyce, along with Christopher, Coker, and Gardner. Basket to our right, left side of the glass. Hutch bounces it into Brandenburg. Has trouble, gets it back, hands it off to Hutchison. Left wing, it's Kitts for a 3. It's a long miss. It's rebounded by Heritage. Gardner on the run up the near sideline. The southpaw. Little head fake, drives to the left side, lays up a shot. It's good, and she's fouled. Gardner drives hard to the bucket, draws the foul on Bella Lester, and Lester's first foul sends Gardner to the stripe to shoot 2. Hit 2 for 2 just a while ago. Gardner becomes our first player in the game into double digits. Kitts 7, best for Campbell. Gardner is first at 1 free throw. Back iron missed. Rebound Hutchison for Campbell. Front court. Hutchison left side for a 3. It is no good. She was on the stripe actually. Rebound by Kitts near corner. Kitts will drive back to the bucket. In trouble. Throws it to Stanfield. Fakes. Will drive the lane. Pulls up. 6-footer off the glass. Rattles in. Good! Stanfield with a take to the bank. Cross-side bank. Big play. Campbell with his first points in a while. 31-16. Basket to our left. Heritage operates. Posting high. Coker on the far side of the lane. Now it's trapped on the far corner. Near the block. That is Carnes, who's trapped by Stanfield or Brandenburg. The ball goes out of play at the end line. Last touch by Campbell. And a 30-second timeout is requested. 31 to 16 in favor of Heritage. Heritage with its largest advantage. Heritage trailed Bearden Monday by 25 points. Came back and closed it to within 6 late. Just could not finish as the defending state champs won District 4A's tournament. As it is Heritage, the runners up there. Campbell, the third place team in District 3 with the win over Powell on Monday. 31-16, 1:51 to play. Let's see who breaks from the huddle for Heritage. It's Newbert, Heath, Carnes, Coker, and Gardner. Campbell sends back to the 4 Kitts and Hutchison. Stanfield, Lester still holding that hip. And then, of course, it is Brandenburg. As Lester took quite a shot when she hit the deck earlier this quarter. Bounce pass inside. Heath blocked by Brandenburg, saved by Heath. Throwing up the far side to Newbert, knocked away by Hutchison. Last touch, Heritage. Campbell's basketball. Sweeney comes on for Coker. And Campbell in blue has the ball far side, backcourt. Stanfield to toss it and play to Hutchison. 31-16. Front court, Hutchison zigzag dribble off the pick, set by Brandenburg. Now bounces in deep far corner to Kitts. Inside pass Brandenburg. Shot spins away, no good. Rebound by Heritage. Campbell only getting one shot when it gets one. Front court, this is Newbert, left wing. Throws it to the left side of the circle to Sweeney for a 3-try. Rims out. Rebound Brandenburg with authority for Campbell. To Hutchison, and Campbell will slow it up a little bit. 1:20 to play until halftime. 31-16. Heritage ahead of Campbell. Front court, handoff pass goes to Lester, working off the Brandenburg pick. Now reverses, comes this way, stops her dribble, needs help, hands it off to Hutchison. Hutchison for Campbell, picked up by Sweeney. Will work down to the left side, bounces the pass to Kitts. Kitts will spin down the left side of the lane, stops at the block, throws it back out to Lester. 1 minute to play. Behind the back, dribble Lester at the free throw line, drive through, lays up a shot, gets hammered and knocked to the floor. And she is slow to get back up, but she's okay. And Bella Lester for Campbell goes to the stripe at the Collectibles and More free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is called on Newbert, her first. Team foul 4 on Heritage. Campbell with 7 fouls as a team. Bella Lester with a big 3 with 2 free throws here at the Collectibles and More free stripe. With the basket to our right. Good shot goes spinning through for Bella Lester. Now for Heritage, Newbert checks out. Aaliyah Smith checks back in. Campbell's combination, Stanfield, Brandenburg, Hutchison, Kitts, and the free throw shooter Lester at the basket to our right. Lester toss. Yes. Lester with 4 for Campbell. Change that now 5, 31-18. Heritage with the basketball. 50 seconds to play. First half, Heritage posting high. Carnes. Now she'll work to the near corner. With the basketball, Gardner, look away pass, far side goes to Sweeney. Picked up by Hutchison. Drive through the lane, shot short, rebound by Heath. Back up, it's good. Heath with some body there, has 8 off the bench. 33-18. Heritage matching its largest lead of 15. 29 seconds to play until intermission. Front court, basket to our right. This is Hutchison. Thought about a long 3. And hands off to Lester. Lester on the far side has it knocked away, stolen. This is Smith with the theft for Heritage. Front court. Newbert, left-hand pass down the near side to Carnes. Back on top to Gardner for a 3-try. Back iron miss. She gets bumped down by Lester. No call. Rebound Hutchison. 5 seconds. Hutchison 4 seconds. Driving, shooting, missing. And the ball goes free at the end line. Last touch by Campbell. And it is halftime. 33-18. Heritage in front of Campbell as we go to the locker room. Back in a moment on the WLAF Dulles Tire Shop Sports Network.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by. BP is back. Rice Oil has brought back BP to Big O's Get and Go and Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving and helps drive the U.S. economy. Amoco is back on the road. That's right, Amoco is back to bring you the quality fuel America has trusted for more than 100 years. Find Amoco right now at West End Amoco. Amoco, backed by the longest standing fuels guarantee in the nation. BP and Amoco. From Rice Oil, La Follette.
We specialize in quality metal roofing and quality shingles, and of course, all at reasonable prices. We're your locally owned roofing company. We're Valley Roofing. We're located right here in La Follette in the old Woodson Shopping Center. You select the roof and we'll install it. Here at Valley Roofing, we're insured and bring more than 25 years of experience to your job site. Whether you live right here in town or in the surrounding community, we'll be there. We're Valley Roofing, 423-566-6561.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
At halftime, Heritage ahead of Campbell 33-18. In the first half of action, Heritage outscored Campbell 16-10 in the first quarter, 17-8 in the second quarter, giving us that 33-18 score here at the break. Campbell jumped on top 2-0 on a lay-in by Carly Kitts. Heritage tied the game at 2, then went ahead on a 3 by Jay Coker to make it 5-2, then 7-2, building the lead out eventually to 9-2. And then Campbell started carving into that lead, made it an 11-7 game in the closing minutes of the first quarter. And then it was Heritage to finish the quarter with 5 points to 3 for Campbell to finish 16-10 in the lead. In the second quarter, it's pretty much all Heritage with a 17-8 advantage in the second quarter. Heritage built the lead out to 15 a couple of times, and that's the difference here at the mid-game break. For Heritage, 9 Lady Mountaineers seeing action, 5 into the scoring column. Chloe Heath big off the bench for Coach Rick Howard with 8. 11 from J.C. Newbert, our only player in double digits so far. 8 from Carson Swaney, 3 from Jay Coker, 5 from Rebecca Gardner. Now Olivia Boyce has played, so has Kinsey Carnes, who started, along with Carly Christopher and Leah Smith. Those ladies yet to score. For Campbell, 7 points leads the way from Carly Kitts, including a big Dr. Jill Browning 2020 trade. 5 points from Bella Lester, plus the Dr. Jill Browning 2020 trade. Also for Campbell, 4 from Sailor Hutchison, 2 from Reagan Stanfield. Reagan Davis and Destiny Rutherford with 3 fouls, along with Emma Brandenburg yet to score. For Campbell, 7 Lady Cougars seeing action, 4 getting into the scoring column. In just a moment, more about this first half of action as we tell you the score. Heritage 33, Campbell 18 on the WLAF Full Tire Shop Sports Network.
Tenova Medical Group is making it easier to see a primary care provider in the La Follette area quickly. Schedule an appointment online anytime at TenovaLaFollettePCP.com.
I'm Tracy Labertini with Alco Builders and Realty. Take a look at what we have for you today.
Thank you, Tracy. Located at 587 Flat Hollow Road in Speedwell, this lakefront home is in the Flat Hollow Marina community with an easement for a dock. This home features an oversized parking area with a 500-amp service for an RV. It has a gazebo with a lake view and steps to the water. Enjoy this convenient location with just a golf cart ride or a short walk to the marina. The home features a large kitchen and a living area with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths on one level. The spacious deck and the covered porch are perfect for enjoying the view and entertaining. This home is currently priced at $699,000.
If you're looking to buy or to sell, my name's Tracy Labertini. 423-562-0638. Just give me a call.
Hello Cougar fans, I'm former Cougar Randy Heatherly. Gray Insurance is your local independent insurance agency. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value protected.
For more information, visit grayfoxins.com or call 423-562-3346. Gray Insurance on the big 4-lane highway in La Follette. Same building, same outstanding service for more than 60 years.
Inslee's Tire and Service provides road service going to customers stuck on the highway somewhere with tire or engine trouble. Servicing tractor-trailer trucks is another service offered along with mechanical work, alignment, and lifts.
Inslee Tire Center now stocks gear oil and hydraulic fluid in 5-gallon buckets, also DEF and bar oil. Inslee Tire Center is on Baker Highway at the Norma Turnoff in Huntsville, 423-663-2142. And see Inslee Tire Center in La Follette.
Terry's Pharmacy delivers. Whether it's at their drive-thrus, at the curbside, or at your doorstep, Terry's is delivering countywide. Don't want to get out of the house? Terry's will safely deliver to your door. Anxious about your pharmacy not having a drive-thru? Terry's will seamlessly help you transfer your prescriptions so you can drive through at one of Terry's convenient locations, La Follette and Jacksboro. At the drive-thrus, drop off your prescription and wait in the parking lot for your phone call when it's ready. Have a question? Want to transfer your prescription? Just call Terry's 423-562-4928. 562-4928.
No matter where you are in Campbell County, you're liable to see us on deliveries. Just honk and wave.
Hey, Cougar fans, save 15 cents a gallon on gas when you use your BP card at any of the Rice Oil locations and other BP locations around the country. Big O's, West End BP, and Cumberland Crossing Big O's West BP. It's where you can use that card, even though West End is West End Amoco. You can still get that 15 cent a gallon savings. Get your BP card today from any of the Rice Oil locations. Applications are there inside of Big O's West End BP and Big O's West. 15 cents. That goes a long way. It is halftime here at Heritage, 33-18. Heritage is in front of Campbell. That's its largest lead. They've had that at least 3 times in the late going of the second quarter as Campbell County trails the Heritage Lady Mountaineers. Now from here, the winner advances to play on Monday. Quick turnaround. The winner of this game will face the winner of Maryville Oak Ridge, being played tonight on Pruden Court. The winner of Game 3, which is Powell and Bearden going on right now, will take on the winner of Farragut at Carnes on Lee Henson Court. Those two will play at 7:30 on Monday at the higher seed, and then the winner of this game will play in the 6 o'clock game at the higher seed on Monday. Championship night is Wednesday, as we're moving along quite quickly, marching our way toward the state tournament. And the winner here advances. The loser is finished for the season, so sudden death in this game and Monday's games. And then, of course, on Wednesday, the championship game, those two teams will advance to the round of 16, the Sweet 16, the sub-state across Tennessee. Just a moment, we'll tip off. We won't tip it off, but we'll start it the second half of Campbell and Heritage here on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
Most people don't keep a 30-year mortgage for 30 years. Most of the time you'll refinance in a few years. You may want to do some home improvements. Life changes. It is very important to work with the right lender that will tell you all the different options, not always pushed fixed rate. You need to be explained to you about the adjustable rates as well as the fixed rate, because the fixed rate may not be the best for you at this time.
Hi, I am Bailey Ball from a Follette Multiply, and I am here with my brother Brody. C is for PVC pipe. C is for rebar. Oh, we deliver rebar too. We carry septic chambers and septic tanks. We carry hydraulic oil and motor oil. Does anybody need a little brother? See if Follette Multiply.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National.
Quickly back to action as they wiped a minute and a half off the scoreboard, and here we go. As Campbell turns it over to start the second half on the inbounds. Now Heritage will have it. Heritage has the inbounder down to our left. Coker along with Gardner. Newbert. Heath is starting the second half in place of Carnes. And then here's Swaney for Campbell, Brandenburg, Hutchison, Lester. Rutherford, we checked with the official score, does have 3 fouls, not 4. And Kitts is starting for Campbell the second half in a 2-3 zone. Posting high is Heath down to our right. Basket to our right. Now Gardner and Heritage may be going to kind of run some clock here. Here is Gardner on the baseline. Doesn't shoot it. In trouble on the block. Double team. Hooks the pass way out to Heath and hands it off to Newbert between the circles. Those at near side to Swaney. Swaney for Heritage. Posting high is Heath. Swaney. Dogged by Rutherford. Now hands it off to Newbert. Top of the circle with a left-hand dribble. Those at far side, Gardner. Gardner on the far wing. Posting high is Coker. Top of the circle, Swaney. Near side, quickly deep near corner, Gardner. Bounce pass inside. This is Swaney. Throws it to a trailing Heath. Gets it knocked free by Kitts. Ball goes loose and now picked up by Heritage. A little bump by Rutherford, stepping back quickly away from Swaney, who's now in the center circle. The 5'11 senior does it all as the Lady Heritage Mountaineers all wearing red sneakers. Top at the free throw, except for Gardner wearing the black sneakers. Deep far corner, Newbert drives all the way through. Hands it off the deep near corner to Swaney. That's Coker driving, shooting, missing. Rebound, tapped out, saved by Heritage as Brandenburg had a hand on it. And Heritage keeps it alive in possession. Deep far corner, Heath, 33-18 Heritage. We played almost 2 minutes in this third quarter. Nobody's put up any points. Pass comes to Swaney. Wasn't ready for it, but saw it just in time. Returns it to Gardner. 2-3 zone Campbell. Posting high, Heath takes the pass. Throws a deep far wing. This goes to Newbert. Head fake. Drives. Jumper. Left corner. No good. Tipped out. Saved by Lester, who had defenders on her back. Draws the foul. This is a push on Carson Swaney. They call her Big Game Big Game Carson. First foul on Swaney. And now Carnes comes back on, and coming out for Heritage maybe, yes it is, Newbert. Lester throws it in down to our right at the end line to Hutchison, joined by Rutherford. Brandenburg posting low far side block and will come out and set up at the free throw stripe. Deep left corner, Kitts driving through Hutchison, left side, spins a shot in off the glass and good. 6 for Hutchison, 33-20, as Campbell County carves it down to 13 here early in the second half. Jump stop, shot no good. Yep, it's good. Ripping the ropes that time is Gardner, who has 7. She kind of just a little circus shot, tossed it up. 35-20. Heritage ahead of Campbell. Rutherford loses the ball, gets it back. Those near side Kitts inside Hutchison, puts up a shot blocked by Heath, and a foul is there. Heath, the most surprised person in the arena, is whistled for the foul. This is a shooting violation. So Heath, number 30, commits her second foul. At the Collectibles More free throw line, it's Sailor Hutchison in the colorful shoes at the white stripe. The southpaw flexes the knees, launches the shot, good. Hutchison for Campbell County was 7, 3 for 3 at the stripe she is. As Carnes comes out, Newbert comes back on, joining Coker and Heath, Swaney and Gardner. Second toss. Good by Hutchison, has 8 for Campbell County at the Collectibles More free throw stripe. 35-22. Hutchison with 8 tonight. Leads Campbell. Tops in the game 11 from Newbert. Front court basket to our right. Heritage with the ball against a 2-3 zone in the middle. It's Brandenburg deep near corner. Pass comes into Heath on the near block. Shots blocked by Brandenburg. And a foul is called because perhaps Brandenburg had maybe some body up against Heath. This is the second on Brandenburg, who's yet to score tonight. Heath at the line to shoot 2, has 8 points off the bench, all coming in the first half. She did start the second half, 35-22. At the basket to our right, Heath pushes up the first shot, good. Heath has 9. Heritage has a 36-22 advantage. Now official Brandon Murphy bounces the pass with the left hand to Heath, who puts it up. It's short. Rebound by Lester, but it gets pushed away and stolen by Swaney. Now to Heath, right side of the free throw line, good. Heath gets a three-point play the old-fashioned way in reverse, and a travel is called on Hutchison on the inbounds against pressure. Heritage with its largest advantage, 38-22, a plus 16 difference. Time remaining 5:04 third quarter. As we face the basket to our right on the left side at the end line, Swaney tosses it in play. Look away pass goes to Newbert, deep left corner, nearly traveled, hands it back to Swaney on the far wing, dances with the right hand dribble. In the red sneakers to Gardner, it comes in the center circle. Gardner lays down the left hand dribble. Campbell 2-3 zone. Pass comes near wing. Swaney posting hard on the near block is Heath working with Brandenburg. Now to Swaney. Look away pass right side. Coker 18-footer. Short. Rebounded by Heather. Heath will go back out. Top of the circle. Tries the tray. Good. Heath, 6'1" sophomore, has 14. 6 here on this trip. 41-22. It's been all Heath, and Campbell wants a timeout. A 19-point game. Time to go. 4:31 third quarter. A pause for us on the WLAF Doyle Tire Shop Sports Network.
At First National Bank, we put you first with local lending and local decisions. Our First National Bank lenders are a part of the Campbell County community. They not only live and work here, they're involved here. F&B's experienced hometown lenders make the decisions right here with a quick turnaround. Remember us when it comes to local lending and local decisions. Located at 2408 Jacksboro Pike, 423-566-5326. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go Cougars!
Well, that was a rare trip to the right end of the floor. Heritage had Chloe Heath get fouled, shooting violation. She made one of two free throws. We have an assistant here tonight. How are you, young man? A future Mountaineer, no doubt. As Heath scored the free throw, the first of two, missed the second one, then got a putback for a three-point play in reverse, and then Heritage with the steal, and then Heath gets a three-point shot. So 6 points on one trip for Heath, and Heritage is ahead by 19, its largest advantage. And the ball turns over to Campbell as turns over to Heritage as Campbell turns it over in front court. 4:12 to play. They ran a second off before we got back to action. Davis comes on for Lester. Lester's been bumped in the elbow and the hip tonight. Front court, Heritage with the basketball. Posting hard as Heath against Brandenburg. Takes the pass, turns, shoots off the glass. Good. Heath was 16, 8 in the first half, 8 here in the third quarter. Steal by Heritage on the inbounds. It's good by Newbert. Newbert with 13 as Heritage is running away here, 45-22. Heritage with another steal. Driving Coker, shot good. The press is doing it. That's 5 for Coker. Heritage 47, Campbell 22. Another steal by Heritage on the inbounds. It comes to a steal by Brandenburg. It came out to Gardner, but Brandenburg came racing in to steal it away. 47-22, a 25-point game. Campbell trailed at halftime by 15. Hutchison in front court, scoops the pass in the lane to Brandenburg. Left hand, left side. Shot's no good, and she draws the foul. This is tagged on Swaney, her second. And Campbell's Brandenburg will shoot two at the Collectibles and More free throw line. 3:21 to play, 47-22. As the press is proving to be the difference tonight for Heritage. Free throw, left side, Brandenburg, nice. Brandenburg with her first point at 10 on Monday. Boyce comes on for Heritage. Also Carnes, Swaney, and Coker coming out. Back at the free stripe to the left end at the Collectibles More free throw line, Emma Brandenburg. Eyes the mark, shot is back iron up high, trickles around, falls in. What a shooter's touch by Brandenburg. 47-24. She has two tonight. Basket to our left. Change that to our right. Heritage. Here's Heath for the travel. Late whistle, correct call. She shuffled the feet and moved quite a while before the whistle sounded, but nonetheless, the travel, the turnover to Campbell. Stanfield far side, backcourt, toss it and play to Hutchison, joined by Davis and Kitts and Brandenburg. Brandenburg posting high. Sets a pick for Hutchison. Stops her dribble near wing. The trap is there. Bounce pass inside to Brandenburg. Ball goes free. Brandenburg saves it. Throws it far side to Kitts. Lays it up. Shots blocked away. Foul is called on Boyce for Heritage. And this is the first on Boyce. 5'10 sophomore. Sending Carly Kitts to the Collectibles and More free throw line. At the end of the game, we'll name our Collectibles and More player of the game. That player will receive dinner from Legends Hometown Grill. Kitts free throw good. Has 8, her first point of the second half. A ribeye steak dinner, by the way. As Smith comes on for Heritage, Heath comes out, Gardner comes out, and coming back on is Carnes. Brandenburg steps out for Campbell. It's Hutchison, Davis, Stanfield, Lester. The free throw shooter, Kitts, shot, swish. Kitts with 9 for Campbell. The Collectibles More free stripe, 47-26. Front court basket to our right. It is Heritage still in the press. Pass comes near side, thrown away. Carnes can't get to it, and it turns back to Campbell. Lester to trigger down to our right as Heritage with a little bit of pressure this time from Newbert. Davis and Stanfield for Campbell, along with Kitts and Hutchison and Lester. Kitts down the left side of the lane, puts up a shot off the glass, high, no good. Rebound by Smith on the inline. Tight ropes the inline, brings it to front court on a dribble. Smith nearly double dribbled. Throws it on top. A travel is called after she stopped, but I thought she double dribbled before it got to that point. 47-26, 2:29 to play in the third quarter. Campbell is trailed by as many as 25. Heritage, we remind you, trailed Bearden by 25 on Monday and had a furious comeback to make it a 6-point game. Now jump basketball is called as Lester is tied up at midcourt. It's Heritage ball. 2:20 remaining third quarter. Good crowd, really a great crowd by comparison here tonight. This is not quite as large a gym as the Brown gym is at Jacksboro, but a lot of head bleachers, beautiful facility. Driving through is Swaney. Shot is no good. Would have counted had it gone. She draws the foul. Will shoot free throws. This foul is called on Sailor Hutchison. So Hutchison with her second foul. Swaney at the stripe. This school was opened in 1977, 2 years after Campbell was. And Campbell County and Heritage have played a few times over the years in the regional tournament. Free throw is no good, and Campbell has played here in some holiday tournaments as well, as Heritage had a Thanksgiving tournament for a while. The Lady Cougars played in the Heritage Christmas tournament here this year, but played all three of its games just across campus at the middle school. Did not play Heritage. They wound up in different brackets after the first game. Second free throw is good by Swaney, who has 9. So Campbell's been on this campus 3 times before tonight, but not in this facility. For Campbell at the end line, Lester will run it against full court pressure. Throws it into Hutchison, to Lester, to Rutherford. Midcourt to Kitts. Wide open is Brandenburg. Nobody saw her. Now too late. It goes off the foot of Boyce out of play at the end line. As the pass was headed toward Brandenburg, and she was wide open. Down to our left, but first a timeout. Campbell was going to inbound it. First a timeout, a 30-second timeout, 48-26 in favor of Heritage over Campbell. Stopping to see former Cougar Justin Lettner tomorrow. Talk a little Cougar baseball. Cougars open up the season at home on March 2nd next week. The coverage here on WLAO from the Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network. Stop in and see the former Cougar great, the old Southpaw. They'll open up tomorrow at 11 o'clock at Collectibles and More. There near Papa John's Pizza across the 4-lane from the La Folla Church of God. Down to our left, Campbell has possession, and it's into the floor. Returning from the huddle, Rutherford with 3 fouls. Brandenburg, Lester, Kitts, and the inbounder, Hutchison. Hutchison on the near side of the glass at the end line. Smacks the ball once. Looks, throws, rifles into the near wing to Kitts. Returns it to Hutchison. Deep left corner for 3. It is a long miss. Rebounded by Newbert after it was touched by Smith. Front court, Newbert. Newbert will drive all the way through. Shoots a layup out of control. Misses it. Rebound by Hutchison for Campbell. Tipped out of play on the near sideline by Newbert. It will stay with Campbell. So the Lady Cougars trailing 48-26. It was a 33-18 game at intermission. Heritage with 15 second half points. Campbell has managed only 8. Pass comes in against pressure to Hutchison on the near sideline. Backcourt. Hutch brings it to front court. Has it knocked away by Smith. Stops her dribble in the center circle. Then hands it off to Lester, who wheels up the near side. Now back between the circles. And then a blocking foul is called on Smith in the line of fire by Bella Lester. So Lester will inbound on the near side, front court. Boyce and Smith and Newbert coming out for Heritage. Carnes coming back on, along with Christopher and Heath joining Swaney and Gardner. Ball goes out of play on the near sideline, they say, on the pressure, and it'll go to Heritage. 1:37 left third quarter, 48-26 Heritage, once led by 25. Heritage to toss it in play, near side, down to our left, back court in front of the Cougar bench. To Gardner it comes, bounces it far wing, basket to our right to Swaney, deep far corner. This is Carnes to Swaney, driving, stopping, jumping, shooting, shot, pops in, pops out, rebound Campbell. It's Lester with the board. Lester for the orange and blue. Brings it in front court with the right-hand dribble, throws it deep far corner, Rutherford. Had a 3, had a good look, didn't take it, throws it inside to Brandenburg. It's knocked away and stolen by Heritage, and Brandenburg goes in to wrestle the ball away from Christopher. Christopher hits the deck, and it's a jump basketball, Campbell's possession. As we face the basket to our left, it's Lester. Nope, it's going to be Kitts on the right side of the glass to toss it and play at the end line. And another whistle sounds, no timeout, as Campbell's Kitts will toss it in on the far wing. The Hutchison basket to our left. Hutchison, the free throw line, rifles it near corner. Kitts uncorks a three. Swish! Carly Kitts with a Jill Browning 2020 tray. Dr. Jill Browning 2020 tray. Everybody saw that one. Jumper back the other way. 18-footer swishing through for Swaney on the left side. Has 11. It's 50-29, and timeout is requested. Campbell with 29, Heritage with 50. As Campbell County, the big bucket by Carly Kitts, and then Swaney answers at the other end. Kitts is tops for Campbell with a dozen. 8 from Sailor Hutchison, 5 from Bella Lester all first half. 2 points from Reagan Stanfield, 2 from Emma Brandenburg. And then for Campbell, scoreless so far tonight, Rutherford along with Davis. Heritage sends Heath and Coker, Gardner, Swaney back to the floor with Christopher. Campbell returns with Rutherford, Hutchison, Lester, Kitts, and Brandenburg. 55 seconds to play third quarter. Campbell has it down to our right at the end line. Hutchison will walk it to front court with the right-hand dribble. Spins on Gardner. Top of the circle off a Brandenburg pick. Hands it off near wing. Kitts nearly a travel. Kiss for Campbell. Drives right side of the free throw stripe. Hands it off to Rutherford. To Lester. Fakes. Dribbles. Throws it inside. Blocked. Stolen. Coker. Front court. Heritage. Lost control. Gets it back. Drives through. Forces up a shot. It's not going to go. Rebound by Kiss for Campbell. Ahead, and she's fouled on the pass attempt. She works her way up the floor. This is on Heath. The third on Heath. And for Heritage, that is team foul 6. 6 fouls on Heritage, 2 on Campbell this quarter, this half. Still third quarter, 24.9 seconds. Campbell's Lester to toss it and play far side back court with pressure on from Newbert on Hutchison. Hutchison takes the pass, brings it across the line, hands it off. Nope, hands it off to Rutherford far side. Rutherford for Campbell inside Brandenburg. One bounce, spins, deep far corner, Hutchison. Hutchison will stop. Hook pass near side Kitts. 9 seconds. Rutherford deep near corner. 7 seconds. Rutherford on top. Lester. 5 seconds. Counts if it goes. Off the glass too hard. Rebound by Heritage. Long shot. Coker. It'll count if it goes. It misses at the horn. We played 3 at Wilson Gym as Heritage 50, Campbell 29. This is the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
La Follette Utilities Board continues to be a locally owned public utility that anticipates and meets the community's needs at the lowest achievable rates. The mission of LUB is to provide our customers with reliable, economical, and friendly service in a continuous effort to enhance the quality of life in our community. Caring Neighbors, sponsored by La Follette Utilities, is an emergency assistance fund offering temporary help for paying utility bills. You can be a caring neighbor by donating $1 or $2 each month added to your LUB bill.
It was a 17-11 third quarter. Heritage has outscored Campbell all 3 quarters so far. 16-10, 17-8, now 17-11. It was 33-18 at intermission. Heritage built the lead out to 25 at one juncture, 47-22. And here, Campbell has scored 7 to Heritage's 3 since that point in a 50-29 game. The winner moves on. The loser goes home. Campbell and Heritage. The winner here faces the winner of Oak Ridge Maryville on Monday. Jumper left side, no good by Newbert. She's bumped down by Campbell. This is Hutchison committing the foul. So for Hutchison, that is 3. Remember, Cougar fans, you can save 15 cents a gallon on gas when you use your BP card. Get one today from any Rice Oil location, Big O's East, Big O's West, or West End, Amoco. The free throw stripe to our right. It is a short arm shot by Newbert. She'll get a second one. She is 3 for 4 at the stripe. And that BP card will get you the discount whether you buy BP or Amoco. Second free throw is good. So 14 for Newbert, who leads her team. She has 16 from Heath, 14 from Newbert. And at this end, there's a foul called, a push on Coker. That's the second on Coker. This sends Campbell to the line to shoot 1 and a bonus in the form of Sailor Hutchison at the Collectibles and More free throw line. Hutchison, Lester, Rutherford, Kitts, and Brandenburg the 5 for the orange and blue. The basket to our left. Hutchison tonight, 4 for 4 at the stripe. Toss, swish, has 9. And she'll try to continue her perfect streak. Gardner, Newbert, Coker, Heath, and Sweeney the 5 for Coach Rick Howard. Second toss, back iron up high and in. 10 for Sailor Hutchison. She and Kitts with 22 of Campbell's 31 points, 51-21. Free throw line, Gardner throws it away, right to the hands of Bella Lester. Intercepted that just like maybe Will Lester in football. Double hand pass near side, too high for Kitts, goes out of play at the near sideline. Right to trainer Karen Morton. Good catch, Karen. 7:36 to play in the ball game, 51-31. Heritage with the ball, the lead. Bounce pass, Gardner brings it to front court to the free throw stripe. Drives on through, left hand off the back of the iron, off the glass. Good by Gardner. She was off balance. Would have bet money that was too hard, but it was just right. 53-31. Gardner has 9 for her night's efforts. Front court, Campbell. Hutchison, bounce pass inside Brandenburg. Can't control it, throws it back into the inline. Saved by Heath for Heritage. Front court, this is Newbert, near side. Jumper, right wing, Sweeney, long missed. Rebound, Lester reaches and grabs it for Campbell and then threw it away, trying to get it to Rutherford, but it was last touched by Newbert, stays with Campbell. Stanfield checks back in for Campbell. And getting a breather is Bella Lester. Stanfield joins Kitts and Brandenburg along with the inbounder far side backcourt, Rutherford and Sailor Hutchison. Rutherford will look and throw it to Hutchison, who has the defender Newbert there in her neighborhood. This is Rutherford handing it off to Stanfield, far wing, basket to our left, back to Rutherford. Posting low far side block is Brandenburg. Rutherford bounce, Stanfield bounces it in, and Heath with a foul there. 1+1 for Brandenburg. And Heath with 4 fouls. She's played the lion's share of the game, 16 points, far and away the leading scorer in the game. Well, not far and away, 14 from Newbert, and then a dozen from Kitts. Heath comes out, Carnes comes back in, joining Coker, Newbert, Sweeney, and Gardner at the free throw stripe for collectibles and more. It's Emma Brandenburg with 1. She makes it a bonus. Toss, Brandenburg spins in, spins out. Rebound by Heritage. Coker has trouble controlling and finally does. So Brandenburg with a rare miss. And now a double dribble, and this ball turns back to Campbell. Destiny Rutherford grinning about that play. Near side. Stanfield the toss in and play on a bounce pass to Newbert. Steals it away. Hutchison defending. Layup right side. Good by Newbert. Newbert with 16, matching Heath for High Point honors. 32 of the points for Heritage have come from those two. 32 of the 55. Driving the other way. Hutchison shots no good. Rebound by Brandenburg. One bounce. Powers it up. Is not going to go. Here's Hutch with the rebound. Scoops it with the right hand to Kitts. Now across the top of the key to Stanfield. Deep far corner to Rutherford. Drives the baseline. Needs help. It comes to Hutchison. Sets. Shoots. Left corner 3. Hits the iron. No good. Rebound Newbert on the run for Heritage. 6:08 to play in the ball game. 55-31 Heritage. Here is Coker driving through. Stripped away by Kitts. Last touched by Kitts. It goes out at the inline and will stay with Heritage. Lester comes in for Brandenburg, joining Stanfield, Kitts, Hutchison, and Rutherford. On the far side of the glass, basket to our right, Carnes. Double hand pass to Sweeney. In the lane jumper, good from 6 feet out. Sweeney has 13. 57-31. Largest lead of the night tonight for Heritage, coming at 26. Time remaining, 5:45. Here's Heritage with a steal. Front court. Bounce pass ahead. This is left side, left hand. Good by Gardner. Right there at the bucket. Gardner has 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Lady Mountaineers in double digits. That's been their calling card this season. Sharing the ball, sharing the points. Lester, right wing 3. Missing. Rebounded by Carnes for Heritage. Intercepted on the go-ahead pass by Lester. Those at far wing, Rutherford uncorks a 3. This one's a long miss. There's Kitts to get it, but it's saved by Heritage. Sweeney comes away, front court. 5:10 to play. Bounce pass right side, lay in, good by Carnes. Her first points of the night. And now timeouts requested. A break in the action here, 5:06 to play. We're in the fourth quarter, 61-31. It is Heritage ahead of Campbell by its largest lead of 30 points. Our next broadcast is coming your way on Thursday. That's March 2nd, right? That's Cougar baseball here on WLAF and the Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network. Former Cougar Jake Mundy, former LaFollette Owl Mike Miller on the call. The fun duo back for more baseball this season after a great debut season for the pair last season, as Campbell is playing on Thursday in the coverage right here on WLAF. So far tonight, it's been Heritage with its pressure in the full court press, forcing turnovers and just flat out making shots. Campbell has had its shots limited with one, the press, the turnovers, and then one shot, one and dones for Campbell, not getting second chance opportunities in many cases. And that's played right into Heritage's game plan here tonight, ahead 61-31. Boyce comes in, new player in the game. Emma Carswell is in the game, along with Gardner, Smith, and Carnes. Campbell jumper. This is a long miss by Hutchison on the 3-try. Rebound by Heritage. Heritage front court. Scoop pass far side Smith. Left hand layup left side. Good. So Smith, only a freshman, has two. 63-31. Heritage with the lead of 32 over Campbell. Hutchison with the basketball for the orange and blue. Here's Ruther driving through. Has it tipped off the hands of Boyce at the end line. We talked about tough competitors this season. One would have to be Cumberland County back in this Heritage tournament at Christmas. Certainly Oak Ridge, and then possibly Hardin Valley. But Heritage now maybe at the top of that list, as this team plays so hard defensively and shoots the ball so well most nights. Not shooting it so well every night, but certainly most nights. Good enough for 24 wins, working on 25. Your inbounds pass comes to Brandenburg in traffic. As it's stolen away at the end line, it's lost by Boyce. He'll stay with Campbell County. 63-31 Heritage. 4:25 to play in our fourth quarter. Reagan Stanfield comes on for Emma Brandenburg. So Hutchison will toss it in play at the baseline down to our left. Then it comes to Stanfield. Back to Kitts. Kitts will work to the baseline. Throws it deep far corner to Stanfield. Now to Hutchison. Hutchison for Campbell. Gets knocked down Davis. Here's Kitts driving. She's drawing a foul. Shooting violation. This foul is a push on Heritage. This is on Carswell, her first. Team foul 9. 3 fouls so far on Campbell. First of 2 free throws. Good by Carly Kitts at the Collectibles More free throw line. Kitts tonight 13 points, 3 for 3. Aaliyah Woodson checks in for Destiny Rutherford. Abby Paul, the lone Lady Cougar, yet to see action. We will probably see her here very soon. Second free throw by Kitts. Short-armed it and a miss. Here is Heritage with the rebound. Front court. Basket to our right. Heritage with the ball. Deep near side 3. This is Carswell. It's good. Carswell, a sophomore, has 3, and Heritage is ahead by 34. 65. Change that 66 to 32. Campbell, basket to our left. Heritage is zoning. Jumper left corner. Kitts in, out. Rebound by, on the run, Heritage. Carswell. Carswell to front court. Carswell throws it far side. Smith in the lane. Jumper, leaner, shots rattling away. Here's touched by several hands. Rebounded by Smith. Back up, no good. Tapped out, saved by Carswell for Heritage. And Carswell on top to Boyce. Now back to Carswell. Left wing for 3. It's short. Woodson with the rebound for Campbell. In traffic to Hutchison. 3:20 and counting, fourth quarter. Front court, Campbell. Kitts and Hutchison exchanging. Now back to Kitts, deep left corner. All alone for a 3. It's good. Kitts with 16 for Campbell. Dr. Jill Browning, 20-20 tray. Everybody saw that one. It is 66-35 as we approach the 3-minute mark of the ball game. Basket to our right. Smith, almost a double dribble. Ball came off her body. Gets it back to Boyce. Deep far side. Basket to our right. Now to Smith. Fakes, drives, throws it off the toe of Stanfield. Kick is called. It stays right there with Heritage. As Abby Paul comes on with Bella Lester, joining Davis, Woodson, and Stanfield as Hutchison and Kitts likely finished for the night. As Kitts finishes with 16 points, Hutchison with 10, 26 of Campbell's 35 points from that duo. Almost a steal by Campbell, is a steal by Campbell. As a jump basketball is called, and it is Campbell's possession. Basket to our left. So Campbell County's combination, Davis and Woodson, Lester, Stanfield, and Abby Paul. Down to our right, Lester tosses it in play to Davis. Davis for Campbell, number 12 in the orange, white, and blue will bring it across the line. 2:40 and counting, fourth quarter. Davis hands it off to Paul. Paul for Campbell, dribbles right into a defender, stolen away by Carswell. Now to Boyce, front court. Smith on top to Boyce, thought about a three, lets one go, it's good. Boyce with her first points. The 5'10 sophomore has three, 69-35 in favor of Heritage. Steal by Heritage. Front court, Carswell stopping, putting up a shot, blocked by Lester, saved at the end line. Last touch by Heritage is Campbell's ball. Heritage brings on Hutzel and 22, Olivia Sanders. Isabella Hutzel, Olivia Sanders for Heritage in the ball game along with Carswell. Number 1, Alicia Bird has checked in. Olivia Sanders in the ball game, and now Addie Doyle is in the contest for Heritage as we're at the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter, 69-35. Inside pass, Woodson. Woodson throws it far side, right wing, tray by Rutherford, back iron, no good. Rebound by Heritage. Here comes Carswell all alone, right side, lays it up, got it. Carswell has 5, 71-35, and timeouts requested. Heritage with its largest advantage. Is it a 30 or a 60? Maybe just to make a substitution, and I think that's the case here, as Heritage has a 36-point lead over Campbell. Time remaining, 1:35. Basket to our left, it's Davis and Paul. Brandenburg's back in, picks up the ball in the near block, and is tied up. Heritage basketball. So Campbell's combination, Stanfield, Woodson, Davis, Brandenburg, and Paul. So every Lady Cougar is suiting up tonight, all 9 seeing action, not all 9 scoring though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Lady Cougars getting into the scoring column. Led by Carly Kitts with 16. Up top, jumper for 3, Heritage off the bank. Hutzel banks it in, has 3, Heritage 74, Campbell 35. A 39-point advantage. Basket to our left, Campbell. Davis, left wing 3, shots an air ball, tipped out, last touched by Brandenburg. It'll go to Heritage. Now Heritage brings Alicia Bird back into the game for Carswell. And the inbounder is Natalie Bird. So Bird and Bird along with Doyle for Heritage. Hutzel. And let's see who else is in the basketball game. That is that Sanders? Yes, it is Sanders with the basketball between the circles. 33 seconds. Deep near corner, Alicia Bird with the basketball. On top, another 3 by Hutzel. It's missing badly. Woodson with the rebound. 24 seconds. Campbell down by 39. Davis to front court. Davis will drive through. Running jumper, rattling off the back of the iron. Last touch by Brandenburg, and it goes out at the end line. They were going to say that Heritage last touched it off the hand of Alicia Bird. So as we face the basket to our left, Woodson will toss it in play on the near side to Brandenburg. 13 seconds. Hook pass far side. Davis driving through to Paul. Off the glass, too hard. Rebound touched and saved by Heritage. 5 seconds. Here it's Hutzel. Will not try the trade this time. 1 second, and now the game is over. Heritage wins over Campbell 74-35. Back in a moment to talk about this one on the TCAT Cougar Wrap-Up Show. Heritage wins over Campbell 74-35 on the WLAF Thorles Tire Shop Sports Network.
TCAT is a Cat fan. TCAT at Jacksboro loves the Cougars. Your Tennessee College of Applied Technology is the leader in technical education and industry training. TCAT makes higher education accessible to more Tennesseans. Select from a career in administrative office technology, computer information technology, cosmetology, residential, commercial, industrial electricity, machine tool technology, pharmacy technician, power sports technology, practical nursing, computer information technology, welding technology. Start on your road to success now. Connect to tcatjacksboro.edu.
This is former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Cox Browning. If you can't see the scoreboard, come on down and see me in the Walmart Vision Center.
Better vision begins with a phone call to former Lady Cougar Dr. Jill Browning, 423-566-5850.
I can see the scoreboard. I can see the scoreboard.
See Dr. Jill Browning inside the Walmart Eye Center, open Monday through Thursday. Appointments are available.
Cougars!
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office, stage, nursery. Sorry, Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal, and it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. You meet with a real person, like this.
Give us a call at 562-2112. Check us out on the web at eehill.com, or just stop by and see us at 701 West Central Avenue, La Follette.
Erie Insurance. You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Sick today, seen today, here at Cumberland Gap Medical. Hello, this is APRN Amanda Brown. At Cumberland Gap Medical, we can take care of you and your family. From the toddlers to the seniors, we have one of the area's most affordable cash pay programs. Walk in now to be seen or call for an appointment. 423-201-9799. Cumberland Gap Medical is beside Stoplight 10 on East Central at Cumberland Avenue.
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, C&O Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from C&O Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from one piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. C&O Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and C&L is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at C&L Metal.
At Grace Rehab, we work with all ages to get you back to your optimum. We utilize a variety of specialized equipment and exercises that range from physical therapy to speech therapy, and even specialized aquatic classes offered daily.
They've got a great staff here. They've been a huge help to me. When I leave here, I'm in good shape.
Grace Rehab in La Follette. We want to help you feel your best.
It's Heritage winning over Campbell 74-35 to advance to Monday's semifinal game in the Region 2 4A tournament. It will be Heritage hosting Maryville, all Blount County bracket here on Monday. That's a 6 o'clock start. Maryville at Heritage as Maryville upsets Oak Ridge tonight 59-51 on Pruden Court. With us is assistant coach Ryan Browning. Coach, tough one tonight. Tough team, Heritage, as the Mountaineers come away with the victory over Campbell County.
Yeah, you know, they're just, I mean, they are a tough match. I mean, you know, you've got, you know, we kind of wonder why 30 didn't start. I don't know if she.
Heath didn't start. She finished with 16.
She's, she's, I think, sophomore.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm not in their district. You know, they're moving down next year with moving out of 4A back to 3A. But, you know, she's tough. And, you know, 24's tough. She's as quick as a cat out there. And, you know, two's a good point. I mean, they've got a lot of parts, you know, and, you know, playing them here, we knew the press. You know, Jason scouted it. You know, we talked about what we want to do against it. But, buddy, they're on you so quick. There's just nothing. I mean, you know, I'm going to say the truth. We can't make a skip pass. You know, and if you can't make a skip pass, then all they know is, okay, it's like a really good middle school team playing like a 1-2-2, pushing it way up, knowing this kid can't throw it 30 feet. You know, and I think we can throw it 30 feet. I just don't know if we can throw that 45-foot skip pass from a dead corner right there when it's thrown in to half court. You know, that opposite skip, because it was there. But I'll say part of this is not just on the girl that was catching it. It was part of the girls on the backside. They've got to what I call present themselves. You just can't stand over and look. Mm-hmm. You've got to shorten that distance. You know, we just didn't do a very good job of that. You know, we were. What was good is when we finally got over there on the other side, we were shooting a pretty good percentage. You know, me and Adam talked about that through the year. You know, against an Oak Ridge or against another team that were shooting the same percentage against. Problem is we turn it over. Mm-hmm. We're not shooting as many times as that other team.
There you go.
And so that presents a big problem.
We talked about that tonight, getting maybe one shot when you do get a shot. Campbell County getting the first 2 points of the game, but Heritage comes back to lead 16-10 after one quarter, built it out to 15 at halftime, and still obviously a very manageable game at that stage, but the third quarter apparently was the difference.
Yeah, they come back out in that press, got some, and then there was that just right there, I think early, probably first 2-3 minutes of that fourth quarter, it felt like the ball didn't go past half court for 2 minutes, And there was a part in the first half it felt like that, but they were missing or we were fouling. But you know how it is. If you do, no live ball turnovers. If you throw it out of bounds, you can set in your defense. I don't think our defense was horrible. They got hot thinking, we knew 24, the little point guard, she shoots it well. If she don't shoot within 5 trips, she's going to shoot the next one. She's going to get her shot up.
Mm-hmm.
But she shoots it well. I watched her play Bearden. I watched her play in Farragut. I watched her play Halls. I watched them play a little bit of CAK. I watched them play Seymour. I think I watched 5.5 games. And number 11 has still not shot the ball as well as she did tonight. And I know she's getting interest, and because she's long, and so that helps obviously. And but to me, the games I've watched, she attacks to get fouled and go to the free throw line, hits the free throws. But she scored 13 tonight. 2 threes right there, maybe 3.
Had 2 threes and 2 free throws.
Right. So but we. I think she might have got maybe one of those turnovers, just turned around and laid it in. And that's another part. When you've got 2 and 24 are super quick, and I don't mean to disrespect. You come over here, you don't remember a lot of names. So, these numbers are etched in our brain, and our girls will probably wake up in the middle of the night and see their numbers. But like number 11, when she's the top of that, when you've got a girl and you play that little 1-2-2, and he tweaks the back of it a little bit, does a good job. When you got a long girl on you and 2 quicks coming. It looks dark in here, even though you got a bright lights. But we've talked about it. We know that's an Achilles heel. That's hurt us at times this year. And it hurt us tonight. And I'll say this: we missed. I don't want to say bunnies. We were contested, but we missed some shots we've been hitting lately.
Mm-hmm.
Brandenburg would tell you she's missed a couple. She's been hitting the last 2 weeks. And she was hard on. Listen, you talk about a kid that was hard on themselves. Because we didn't say nothing to her. We was trying to get her built back the other way. She was too hard on herself at halftime. And it's when you don't play well. We talked about it. If you don't play well, just get over it. We got to go to war out here.
Mm-hmm.
So you just you try to get over it best you can. But they're still 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girls.
No seniors on this basketball team.
That is a good. That's. I'll be honest. I think there might have been 1 year. When I was head coach, I don't know if anyone I helped Sherry or helped Brad that we ever had no seniors, and that's an odd feeling, and at times it's a bad thing, but at times it's a good thing, and you bring everybody back, and try to get everybody healthy, full steam, and ready to go, and you add what comes in from the middle school. So you just the biggest thing is we got to get better at our ball handling. Sailor's left-handed, she's got to get better right-handed. Everybody else is right-handed. They got to get it better left-handed. When you eliminate both one side of the court, I think you saw it at times tonight. We had a hard time turning the corner, and it's in that way. And this dribble drive we run, but we tweak it a lot to try to get strong hands at the right time. Right places. But when me and Adam talked about this, and he got it from something maybe Jimmy Dykes talking about when the ball touches 3 sides, when it goes left, right, back to the left, your percentages start growing on how many shot your percentages. We got Sailor going left usually to start, Kitts goes right, then coming back. So but when you look back at the games we struggled at, I don't know if we ever got off the first side we went to. And that creates a lot of problems in what you want to do. And kudos to the teams that do that. Heritage plays good, tough defense. These girls are. If somebody fingerprinted us tonight, they'd have all kinds of hands on us because we got some hands on us. But listen, that's why when somebody's got hands on you, you got to do the same thing back. Which we played a zone, but still you can still be physical in that zone. I thought sometimes we got pushed down on the backside, so that happens.
The complexion of this team changed a couple of times over the course of the season. You lost Lexi Morris.
Yes.
There for the season at the holiday tournament. I thought that was big with regard to spelling Brandenburg and. I don't think you lost a lot when Lexi came in, when Brandenburg came out. Those two, I thought that was a good 1-2 combo.
It was. Lexi's quick enough to play the 4. Ball handling's a little bit. Lacey's strong enough to play the 4. But her ball handling's a little bit. Lacey, to me, Lacey's a 5. She, so like you said, if you got her and Berg, you can flip back. One thing that always helps Lexi usually elevates, even though she's not as tall as a lot of posts. She elevates, she hangs, and she's got really good touch. She's got, you throw the ball to Lexi, she don't drop it very much. She's got good, strong hands. And what that does, that shortens your bench a little bit. So, you got, of course, Reagan's going to fit more of a 4. Aaliyah and Davis are more of a guard. Abby's a guard. So we got that guard. But, like tonight, we had a hard time getting Brandenburg some breathers, and we talked about it right there, starting to say, when 30 comes out, we need to get Brandenburg. But then next thing you know, you're down a little bit. So you need to keep her in there to try to score. But, they put us in a spot, and then you put people in a spot, and, you want to expose that spot, and they did a good job at that.
Lacey Pemberton just really never was herself after that injury to the ankle in December, and did try to come back and was effective, I guess, for a while. But she's missed the last several games. That's another change that you're having to live without for the rest of the season.
Well, and I don't know if a lot of people know that, she didn't play any of the summer ball. She had a little bit of a back issue. Well, it was a back issue. I don't say a little bit. And so that drug on a while. It really did. I think it caused, we'd already started practice, and she hadn't quite got there yet. And so her legs weren't there. And I think about Christmas time, I think those legs were about getting there, and she rolled her ankle over there in our Christmas tournament, and, and it kind of caught, and if there's anything, though, the part about playing without Lacey in the summer probably allowed our girls to, it's not like they hadn't done it just because she had been injured there. So, so they were able to adjust, and I'm not belittling Lacey or downplaying how valuable to the team she is there. But if a Sailor, if a Bella, if a kid, somebody or somebody brand new you've not played with, it makes them think something. So Bella had been playing that 3, shooting that ball well. She moves back to that 4 right there, and shoots it well. And it really changed our offense. Maybe helped it click at different times. And we shot the ball the last couple of weeks much better. And like I said, Berg was finishing. If you're going to peak, we peaked at the right time. You just run into a buzzsaw over here, and he's played a tough schedule all year. Rick knows what he's doing. He's done it for a long time, and they're hard-nosed players. But we hope to get everybody healthy and get back next year. And I don't think anybody's going to defect on us and go anywhere else. And who knows with the NIL, whatever, all that junk and all that craziness and putty and fluff and all that junk. Just let a kid be a kid. Let him go play basketball. So, don't get me started. We'll be here the rest of the night busting on that junk.
Let's talk about next season. Do you feel like you're able to lay a good foundation this season, again, with the youth of this team to continue to improve and build this program next year?
Once again, we talk about that. There's the negative part. And at times you have to tell you they're sophomores. Berg's a junior, Lacey or Lexi, before she obviously get hurt, she was a junior. So you're used to that, but still at the same time, Lexi and Berg didn't play. Berg didn't play much on varsity last year. Lexi was there some, but everybody was in a kind of new spot. And so the game should feel slower. And I think that's the part when you see some kids. And we said this last week. No disrespect to Powell. We played Oak Ridge on Friday night or Thursday night. We rode in and played Powell on Monday night. I said it's going to feel like a JV game. Just the amount of, when you play Oak Ridge, it feels like everybody's flying at you like it did tonight. But, so you want to take that step. When it's, you know how it is, when it slows down in your head, you're still the same quickness, you're still the same whatever, but when you just see things different, and I think, the biggest tool would be a lot of them is to go start watching film that happened this year and say, oh, man, I should have saw that, because we have a problem. We've talked about it. Our first defense mechanism is to catch it and put it on the ground. We don't catch, stare, look, catch, look, see if we see something, ball fake. I've always said we tend to stare down things, or we tend to put the ball on the floor right away. And we've got to be a little bit more savvy than that. Ball fakes, and like I said, who cares? There may not be anybody standing there, but at least ball fake there. The defense don't know when they come running at you. Just shift the D somewhere. Give yourself, more things. So hopefully that idea of the thing slowing down and the thing is, you can go play a bunch of AAU this year, but you also at the same time, I think you still need to create your skills better. If some of them go play 50 AAU games and they come back in late spring and in the summer ball and back in next fall, and they're still creating the same problems, then all you did was go pay a bunch of money and go play AAU ball. And I can attest to that with having 2 youngins. You got to be careful how you do it, but you still got to get better at the same time, because if any kid has maxed, if it's Heritage, us, whoever we play next year, you can't max in high school. You got to keep getting better. And obviously if you get a chance to go on to play ball in college, you got to still get better in college. But looking next year, you bring Halls back in, you lose West, Halls is going to be better than West.
Mm-hmm.
They lose the Twins, and they're tough. So that they may not quite be as good. I know they're still working on some. I know Brandon and Ernie and Jason, they're still working on some of the scheduling. So we'll probably maybe know that in the next couple. Probably in the next month, you would think that's finalized. Maybe even quicker than that. But we just. You got to get better, and like I've said, I've had these speeches at the end of the year. This feeling tonight when you go in there and you're so angry and upset, that has to fuel you. And if it don't, then I don't know what will fuel you. You're right. I mean, you got to find something that motivates you. Go back and watch The Last Dance. The great story to me is that one story Jordan makes up about that guy that didn't even talk trash, and he just made it up, and he went and lit him up the next game. And it's like he had to give himself some sort of motivation just to go, and motivation, external or internal, everybody needs it, and so hopefully we'll use it.
Heritage wins over Campbell tonight, 74-35, ending Campbell's season at 15, changed that at 14 and 18. Coach, here's how the rest of the region shook out tonight. Maryville won at Oak Ridge, 59-51. Over at Bearden winning over Powell, 59-30. Carnes at home with Farragut winning 50-44. So that's the stage on Monday at 6 here at Wilson Gym, as Heritage will host Maryville, and then over at Bearden, the Bulldogs will host Carnes on the 7:30 game on Monday.
I think I think they'll double up both games. So I think both of those will bump back to Bearden being. It should have been at Oak Ridge if they were still in it, but I think it'll bump back to Bearden being
for both games.
Since they're the one, like I said, our district had the advantage because it's an odd year, 2023, and we are the odd district.
Right.
But since our one loses, I'm pretty sure it bumps back to Bearden, and both those games should be at Bearden High School on Monday.
Okay, on Monday, 6 for the first game, 7:30 for the second game. So that's Maryville Heritage at 6, and then Bearden and Carnes. Change that, Bearden and Bearden and Carnes in the nightcap on Monday. So
I think so, yes. And then, of course, whoever wins both of those will automatically go sub-state. It's just who's going to travel and who's going to play at home.
Wow. It goes by so fast. As Adam Ellison wants some airtime, I think.
Listen, I've blacked out up here. I don't even know what I've said the last 15 minutes. Central. I feel like we're back at Central.
Yeah. Coach, it's always a pleasure.
Hey, I appreciate you all. We can't
you.
do this without 1450. I appreciate everybody back home that listens and everybody that comes and supports. We had a great crowd tonight. Win or lose, this is what you want to play in front of. You don't want to go play a game and there's 18 people in the stands. I told them a couple years ago, when last time I was head coach, we made $6 when we went and played at Farragut. And so I said I'd made more money if I'd kept the book. But it's just great. I appreciate everybody back home that supports us. And if you don't support us, then don't listen. I hate to be that right. I hate to be that way, but you're orange and blue. My blood. I've lived in Campbell County longer. My blood's orange and blue. And if you're not rooting blue and orange, then don't listen. I'm sorry. I hate to be that way. So I appreciate everything you all do. And Jim's saying no, don't say that, Coach Bragg. But no, I appreciate everything you all do, and I hope everybody's safe going home. And I just hope the good Lord gives me a chance to see another season next year.
Let's hope so.
Yes,
for
sir.
both of us.
Yes, sir.
Coach, thank you, Coach Ryan Browning. As it is Campbell falling to Heritage 74-35. Heritage improves to 25-6. Campbell 14-18, wrapping up its season. As mentioned, the tournament turns back to now Bearden on Monday at 6 o'clock. Maryville Heritage, that's the District 4 matchup. And then District 3's Carnes will take on Bearden in the 7:30 game. That'll be on Tuesday. Okay, hang on here a second. Okay, Farragut beat Carnes. Okay.
I'll double check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, please do, because we're. Go ahead and verify that for us before we sign off, if you want. As we think we may have turned that one around. So we'll double check here. For Heritage tonight, 16 points. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, Farragut beat Carnes.
Okay, so nobody in District 3 advances. Thanks, Coach. So Farragut wins over Carnes 50-44. So on Monday, Maryville and Heritage at 6 o'clock. That's at Bearden. The nightcap, Farragut and Bearden in the 7:30 game. So in all, District 4 semifinal in District 2, Region 2 4A. It is J.C. Newbert with 16, along with Chloe Heath off the bench with 16 for Heritage. Carly Kitts tops for Campbell with 16, so a three-way tie there for top point honors on the night. 13 points from Carson Sweeney for Heritage, 11 from Rebecca Gardner, 5 from Emma Carswell off the bench, 5 from Jay Coker. Also this evening, 3 from Olivia Boyce and Isabella Hutzel with 3, 2 from Kinsey Carnes, 2 from Aaliyah Smith for Heritage, improving to 25-6. For Campbell, 16 points from Carly Kitts, 10 from Sailor Hutchison, 5 from Bella Lester, 2 from Reagan Stanfield, 2 from Emma Brandenburg, a total of 35. Heritage wins 74-35. It's the TCAT Cougar Wrap-Up Show. Our collectibles and more player of the game is Carly Kitts. Carly will enjoy dinner, ribeye steak dinner from her friends, John and Tommy McCullough at Legends Hometown Grill there at the corner of South Cumberland Avenue and East Kentucky Avenue in La Follette. Legends Hometown Grill. Congratulations to Carly Kitts. We certainly thank everyone involved. Coach Jason Kitts, Ryan Browning, the assistants, Adam Ellison, Brooke Kitts, and Jessica Stanley, all assisting for Campbell County. Director of Athletics, Matt Price, and of course Principal Ben Faust. We thank everyone at Campbell County High School for their participation and great support throughout the season. Next, baseball on Thursday here on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network. Our final again from Wilson Gym is Heritage 74, Campbell 35. For Matthew Moore, Aaron Hopkins, gentlemen, thank you for a great and a fun season. This is Jim Freeman saying so long on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
The Cougars are on the air, and this is your front row seat to all the action.
This is Jason Kids, head basketball coach of the Lady Cougars.
Campbell High Sports is a presentation of these outstanding WLAF corporate partners.
Hi, this is Rissa at Terry's Pharmacy.
La Follette Utilities, LUB.
Hi, this is Rhonda Longmire with Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Hi, this is Tabitha Burris. This is Lori Johnson. This is Paige at E. Hill Insurance.
This is Lansdowne Hill with Hill Insurance.
This is number 30, former Lady Cougar, Dr. Jill Browning. Having trouble seeing the scoreboard? Then it's time to see me, Dr. Jill Browning.
Valley Roofing, East Tennessee's leader in roofing and seamless guttering.
Hi, this is President Debbie Petrie at TCAT Jacksboro.
Tim Smith at TCAT Jacksboro. Go Cougars.
Citizens Bank. Bank your own way.
This is Matt Klein with CNL Metal, former Cougar number 42.
Hi, this is Brenda Russell with Clayton Hounds Jacksboro.
Hey, Campbell County Cougar sports fans, this is former Cougar number 32, Randy Heatherly.
Rice Oil, your home for BP.
Clarinet, Flag Corps of the Campbell County Marching Band. Hi, this is Amanda Brown with Cumberland Gap Medical.
This is Bailey Ball. I'm back for fall at my supply.
Hi, this is Rayma Darty at United Cumberland Bank, and we
love the Cougars!
Hi, this is Joey Porton at the world-famous Charlie's Pizza.
This is Tracy Lobertini at Alco Builders and Realty in La Follette.
Hello, it's Larry Burge at Burge Screen Printing. Go Cougars!
And Lace to Pearls is just for
girls, of course, Jim.
This is Brian.
Carrie.
Beth. Come see us at First National Bank.
Hey, this is Melinda at Powell Clinch Utilities. Go Cougars!
This is Brian Leach with Grace Rehab.
Hey, this is Hunter Huckabee. Come see my dad at Dole's Tire Shop.
This is Mark Kane with La Follette Medical Center.
This is David Reynolds, President of People's Bank of the South.
Hey, this is Cougar basketball coach Ernie McClawson.
Listen to them, watch them, follow them. The Cougars, your home of the Campbell Cougars. This is WLAF.